All right, here's the continuation of a vlog. Just came upon this revelation, and sometimes when you see or hear things that other people do, it really educates you. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this. My heart was broken yesterday or the day before yesterday. Like I said about the situation here. Um, I'm kind of okay. Let me address this one thing because I'm hearing this going on now. Okay, there's three people that rent rooms here, and then the landlord. Um, of the three that are here, I'm the oldest. I've seen the landlord or owner, whatever you want to call it, when I guess most people operate this way, but I don't. They show us outside that they want other people to see, and then they hide different things, or they can show something completely different to someone else, and pretend like the other don't exist. I'm very open and honest about everything, personally and professionally. Um, and there were some things that occurred when the old roommate was here that, again, he really showed, who he was, and it didn't matter to him who saw it. And it made me very, me not want to communicate with this person really at all. Um, Now, what's I'm concerned about, I'm hearing there's an older woman, another roommate that's here, and she's like talking to the pets or whatever. Now, she never talks to the pets or anything when when anybody else is out or around. Now, I'm seeing behavior that's similar. I'm not talking to the pets, but I vlog, and I do that for support. And again, I do it because again, to help me stay focused on what I'm doing, positivity, and again, interaction with people, places, or things that I don't have a negative affinity for. Um, when I came back last night after my excruciating walk, I received a FedEx package from that company I told about, and then also there was on my door, uh, and I know it was the owner because he taped stuff to the doorknob, a Christmas card and a bag of chocolates or whatever that he likes. And he's never extended any type of kindness like that to me. So my thing is that he did that because he did something for the other young lady that lives here or whatever, and so he didn't want to make it seem like he was only doing for her. Um, Now, yesterday, when I was thinking about, you know, or the day before yesterday, when I was thinking about the journey I would have to make, and, well, even prior to that, I was really sad. And I felt really sad because it felt like, I felt kind of like I did everything that I could. And it seems like, other people are in the exact same situations. But even, I mean, I felt sad because, she had a need. She expressed it. He gave her a ride. Way back when I had a need, I expressed it, gave all the reasons, and because someone else said something, he um, he acted weird about it. And I had the same exact need, and I've never asked that man for anything since. You know what I'm saying? Because my experience was that he would take me to a totally different. I mean, he would take the vibe to something totally different. Like I would ask about the the door or something, and then instead of just offering assistance, he would go to, oh, so this happened, so that happened. Obviously it did. That's why I'm asking you. So just know, so I do feel a certain sadness about that. And I was wondering, and sometimes it feels like, no matter like how much perseverance or how much determination you put towards something, sometimes it feels like um people that those values that are good to you, people don't hold the same values as someone else. Now, what made me concerned, I don't know if you can hear in the background, this woman is talking to the animals. But it made me concerned when I heard that, because I was just like, hey, in observation, this other roommate, she talks to the owner and whatever like that. When I speak to him, like I said, I have a affliction of speaking to him because of what happened in that prior situation. And then on top of that, like she's act weird, said something to, him. And, I just don't want to get caught up in a whole bunch of mess, so I really don't say a whole lot. And I can clearly see that he prefers not to interact with me, so I try not to. You know what I'm saying? And then there's even been a time where, like I said, I interacted with both, and she was just like, "Oh, something about I was having a personal conversation with this person." So I just was like, "Excuse me," and I exited out. So what I have to do is because I don't want, because if you're looking from the outside in, you're seeing her interact with him. And then I think the reason that girl followed me yesterday was she was being nosy. She wanted to know, like, okay, she's seen him give rides to her, seen him give rides to everybody except me. So do I really stay here? You know what I mean? So, but I didn't want her to know my personal business, so I was just like, I stay everywhere. It's none of her business, and she's probably going to share that with someone and so forth and so on. But like I said, just an observation. If somebody was observing, they're seeing her interact with him. They're seeing, they would see this chick interacting with the animals and see me vlogging. So I need to, and to me that does appear odd. So I need to, communicate more with him, just as a landlord. And then, yeah, I need to work on that. I can't allow, that situation to make it so that I don't communicate with him at all, because then again, people on the outside looking in are going to see something completely different. And I don't want that to be the case. But that was scary, because as I sat here in the silence, and I was wondering, like, how is he going to take it to work every day? It looks like he is. And, as I sat in silence and started hearing her talking to the pets, I'm like, okay. Um, and then it's me vlogging, so I need to make a change in that. Whatever I'm feeling towards that, I need to address it. And then also, I mentioned the other day to her, and she probably took it another way and presented it to him a different way, about the hair that was in the bathtub. And I'm gonna try to find a way to address it, just to see what he has to say. But again, I don't want to do it by text, because my texts have been hacked, and I don't want like weird stuff being sent to him. So um, I want to talk to him and just let him know that I did just mention to her, this and whatever. I don't know if it's turned around a different way and presented to you, because sometimes I get the feeling that that may happen, when talking to people. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew, so there was no confusion, because I don't have that gift, because we don't have that relationship like that. So it would be easier, for that to happen on her end. And also, I have to realize there's politics involved in it. That maybe, when people do things like that to drive a rift, I have to make sure that I don't allow that to happen. Also, with the other lady that's here, again, she left the door open. I thought the landlord did. The cat got out. And because of previous experiences, um, I was afraid to um, go out and actively keep looking for the cat or text him about it, because I didn't want to get blamed for it, and like I said, everything before previous, and I usually that's immediately what I would do, because it's responsibility. But I found a cat and let her in, and I'm going to talk to the lady about it, because she's out there now, about that situation. And that's it. But that's one of the things that's concerning me. So when I get a chance, it's just also that I'm so busy, I will talk to him as well about both of those things, to let him know that I'm addressing it. And that's it. Yeah, so I am a little sad about that, I have to admit. But I have other things to do, so I'm gonna start working on those. I love y'all. Bye.